I'll take you back to the 2nd of April 2015, where we see Stephen Foster acting as a courier on behalf of the Liverpool OCG. He has travelled to Preston from Liverpool to meet with Anthony Watkins, who is at the top of the Preston OCG. We can see Watkins exiting the address on Walden Street and making his way towards the vehicle that Foster is in. Once inside the vehicle, we can see that there is a conversation and an exchange. We say that that is an illustration of Watkins taking a delivery of drugs from Foster in exchange for cash. The exchange takes place in a very short period of time before Watkins exits the vehicle. On the 1st of May, we see Foster again returning to Walden Street. And on this occasion, you can see that he makes his way to the rear of the vehicle, where he removes a bag, and this bag becomes important later on in the sequence. Once he's removed the bag, he makes his way straight to the front door of the address at Walden Street, where the door is answered very quickly. Highlighted is the bag that he's just removed from the boot of the vehicle. He's afforded access to the house, and a very short time later he re-emerges carrying the bag, which he places back into the vehicle before leaving the area. A week later, on the 8th of May, we see Josh Knowles and Ryan Blakey on motorcycles on spare ground near to the Callan estate. We see Josh Knowles approach a vehicle, and we see that there is an exchange between Josh Knowles and the occupant of that vehicle through the passenger window. We say again that this is a transaction with drugs being exchanged for cash. You can see here that there's clearly something being exchanged through the window. Knowles has removed this from his pocket and is handing it through to the occupant of the vehicle. There's a short exchange of conversation, a further exchange that we say is cash, which you can see in his hand now, and then both part company. Later that day, through heat sourcing, the police helicopter spots some activity in Woodland at Fishwick Bottoms. We say that this shows Anthony Watkins wearing a brown jacket together with two others. A search of this area later revealed an orange bag containing just over 1 kilo of a mixing agent for heroin. That's paracetamol and caffeine. We also found a brown jacket left behind, which we say is the one that Watkins was wearing at the time. So we now move forwards to the 28th of May, and officers go to an address on Orton Walk in Preston to arrest a man called Matthew Botham. A child's Kinder Egg toy filled with wraps of heroin and cocaine and an envelope full of money is thrown from the window of the flat as the police officers arrive at the scene. Just over 5 weeks later, we see Anthony Watkins arrive at a house on Newton Avenue with a blue bag which we say contained money. Shortly afterwards, we see Josh Knowles with the blue bag meet David Mockery. Short time later, Knowles gets out of the vehicle with a smaller white bag, and we say that this shows him exchanging money for drugs with Mockery. On the 13th of July, Foster returns to Preston after being out of the picture for several weeks. He was stopped in his Ford Mondeo vehicle on the M6 near to Preston, and when officers searched that bag, found in the rear of the vehicle was a black work bag. Inside the bag was 1/4 kilo of cocaine. So on the 20th of October, several more months of investigation led officers to the arrest of David Mockery. After execution of a search warrant at his home address in Liverpool, they discovered a bag in the garage containing 2 firearms and the associated ammunition. All of this, along with a significant amount of intelligence gathering and other investigative tactics, has helped us to build a strong case against 15 members of an organised crime group, all of whom now are spending a significant time behind bars.